Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Okay, so I went over there and spanked Ollie. He's in a good mood now. So everything's
boy.
better.
Oh,
I am not in a good mood, sir.
Maybe he needs more spanking, Scott.
That's a good point.
We should go back to a break now.
See y'all shortly. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so who's going to speak first? The one that just stabbed the nurse, or the one that just watched the stab?
The one that watched the stab. As soon as the stabbing has proceeded, he looks up and down. You look a little
Sorry.
blue, to be Cerberus.
And you look like you just shot Cerberus.
I don't really like them. Let's put
I
it
don't
that
really
way.
like them either.
Let's be best friends.
A budding romance began that day.
Melding.
Skip to us holding hands, like frolicking in a field, and just.
That's what I
See,
was.
that's it.
That
Thanks
is
for watching,
exactly
everyone.
What I was imagining this beautiful field.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a pause, and I don't like put the sword down. I just kind of like put it to the side, I guess. We're here
Yeah,
to
I'm just.
destroy this base. You look like you were held here against your will, I guess.
Well, I wasn't really in a state to be asked whether I wanted to be here at the time. And once I was, they didn't want to let me out. So,
Against
I
your
don't
will.
like them. Yeah, pretty much.
She kind of like looks at the is like, do you know how to use that thing? Pistol, of course. I don't know what else you might do. She's looking.
He just looks at it for a second and is like, I'll be fine. He walks over to the guard that's lying down and he grabs the Omni tool.
Yep.
And he hits a few buttons. Scott, take it away.
Oh, so yeah, grabbing the Omni tool and kind of putting it onto his arm or whatever takes a few moments. Omni tools don't have to be directly onto suits; they can be put onto your arm directly. And he's literally shirtless right now. So grabbing the Omni tool, putting it on, just kind of like taking care of it, and you see him like fiddling with it for a second. All of a sudden, he presses one button, and he's like, "Huh," and hits the key, and what appears in front of you, comprised out of Omni gel, is actually a glowing orange shield. It's not glowing necessarily because it actually is emitting tons of light. It has like a very faint glow to it. 'cause the
Omni gel
electron
just has a
pulses through
sort of emissive, neat nature to it.
it. Correct. So, exactly. It makes actually a shield that appears on his arm. And so when I say shield, I mean like a large, like a tower shield that appears on his arm, or like a kite shield that appears on his arm. So at the moment, he actually has connected to his Omni tool a shield in one arm and a pistol in the other hand. So he's standing there with just effectively
There's
pajama
like
pants, shield and pistol.
There's like a hum. She's like, you're gonna have to give me that software when this is over.
We can compare notes.
And then I walk back to the other room. It's like, Cerberus had hostages. One of them seems useful. And then I look back in at the unconscious one, and then I don't say anything.
That's Steve. Nobody likes Steve. So when she says that, walking up behind her is, and I'll allow you to describe in slightly better detail than what I just did there, Rick. Please describe what you see, what they say.
In walks a man. He looks mid-20s. He's got a scar on one of his eyes. His right eye to be slightly below his right eye. He looks wary. And he's completely naked aside from simple pants. He's got a good peck.
Don't forget, parts of his body are, of course, replaced by chunks of Duratanium, it looks like.
Yeah.
Cracks and Winnie are
he
able to instantly
human?
identify what it is. Human, absolutely.
He is human,
Okay.
yes.
And when he turns and exposes his back to you again,
Man.
his entire spine and parts going around, like coming off of his spine, his back, have all been replaced with chunks of Duratanium. Also, other points on his arm too, like on his arm, right around like one of his elbows. You can see like right above it, there's a bit of Duratanium that's there and whatnot. But he seems to be moving easily enough with it.
Oh, can I see? Can I look? Can I touch? No?
Is that Winnie in character? or-
Yeah, it's Winnie in character. Like, yeah, can I?
No, Rick, she was hitting on you.
Do you really think now's the time?
I think
You do have a base to charge through.
We can make time for important things.
Krax is like pulling lab coat off one of the surrendered doctors and like
Oh!
throws it towards the
And
sky.
at that point, Entree walks over and just jams the sword into the neck of the surrendered doctor.
Hey! Ooh! No! Andre, no!
That escalated.
Thanks.
Krax-
For,
Can't leave
You know.
them alive, right?
I mean, Krax doesn't care. He's not the one killing them, therefore it's fine.
That's fine.
It's like, here, put this on. It's
In the professional
Probably
business,
cold.
this is called a liability. Now there is no longer, but there are less liabilities.
You sound a lot like cattle.
Me and Cattle had some shared thoughts. That never happened. Or did
I don't
it?
know if I appreciate that.
Maybe not.
And when it
She
kind of
like gives
leaves
you
it with that.
a kind of like look and is like, well, this is why I'm a professional. This is why I'm
Yeah.
good at my job. Can I find the way into the sneaky route now?
you most certainly can, actually. Funny enough, because I imagine you intend to make sure that nobody can... Because they're going to leave. I imagine you intend to just kind of clean up the mess here to make sure nobody else can trigger any alarms or anything like that. Back through the room, back through those rooms where he was before, there's like kind of straight up, there's a vents that's there. For somebody else, it might be difficult to get to, but you just kind of like... and jump up into it. And you start climbing
Let's
through
jump.
the vents and whatnot. You guys are able to... Do you say anything else between the three of you?
Whitney's very quiet.
I would
you know,
look for some Medigel because we're in the med bay.
You actually do find a medical station because they were currently using the gel, and it has to get like refilled and whatnot, which they pull from like over in the storage area. Because it has to get refilled and whatnot. There's actually only 2 metal gel in here.
That's good enough for me.
Okay. So you guys grab that Metagel. By now, Frank, your armor has recharged. And you guys are able to head back out and over towards the next facility. There are a couple of little small rooms off coming down this hallway, but nothing really, that's noteworthy. What's the marching order?
I would tell the big guy to go forwards. Cracks. You can take points. I'll follow afterwards.
yeah. Krax is going to send like a quick message to Winnie, be like, yeah, just watch this guy. He's human.
Will do.
Okay. So you guys are of course watching. Nobody even exchanged names, which I think is funny. Just kind of like we're gonna keep going. So
I'll call you Hey Guy.
I mean, he's probably gonna die, so
red shirt.
he's
He's not a red
he's
shirt.
Just wearing.
He's a no shirt. So you guys go walking to the next area, and the door is going to open up into the storage, where the supplies and everything are held. So as soon as you open up this door, which I imagine Krax opens the door, as soon as you open the door, you hear from afar, because there's obviously somebody was on watch or whatever. You hear from afar a shot go off as a sniper rifle goes off aimed at you, Krax. Now, clearly it wasn't a bead. It wasn't like they set up an assassination. They have the minute. It's just a clean shot. Sorry, just a clear shot. But they're going to attack you, sir. Ooh, wrong person. Here we go, Krax. Are you ready?
yeah. I'm probably going to get like crit to shit.
Crit to shit. Don't be
At
so
least-
to it.
Finally, someone will know how it feels to get sniped by 46 damage immediately.
I mean,
Oh,
it hits.
oh no, I do. I do know how that feels.
Okay, I hit you, Krax. And now I'm going to roll some damage. I don't even do half your shields. I don't even do half your shields. Are you kidding me? Okay. You guys are able to highlight your tokens and roll for initiative for this combat. Are you kidding me? I don't even hurt your shields.
Could I have made use of my thing?
Krax gonna be able to. Which thing?
I mean, you're just wearing.
Oh,
thin
yeah,
pants,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
quite
so-
easy to get to it.
Why don't we describe that? After you guys had like made your initial introductions or whatever, Do you want to describe that like 30 seconds or so, or do you want me to?
Yeah, as we start walking down the hallway and we get closer to a door, you can just see him just start to shake a little bit. He's not trembling, but he's pumping himself up. And as soon as you get to the door and like get ready to open it, he just leans off to one side and is like, "Do it."
Okay, one of the things that you guys are going to notice is that his whole facial features, everything about it. Whereas before he seemed kind of alert and everything, he seems very focused now. Like he seems extremely focused, and he doesn't have like any crack of smile or personality on his face whatsoever. He seems extremely focused. But like you said do it. Roll your initiative, sir.
Alright, and that is another 2, I think, from the thing.
Does the modifier not pop up when you roll for you to have been able to do that?
No.
Okay, I will take care of it for you over here. I was going to turn that into a 7. Thank you. Now I'm going to roll for my peeps, my Sherber soldiers. Oh, where the fuck are you? Here you are. You are going to get your initiative. Bam. Okay. Reorganizing. Krax is going to be first, followed by the next character, followed by blah, 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 blah. So, Krax, you're first. Roll...
How many are there?
The only one you know of at the moment, and so when you open up the door, I didn't even describe it yet because the shot went off before you even got to take it in. So when you open up the door and look inside, this is like, imagine a warehouse. There's like stacks over, like going into like a Walmart or like a BJ's or something, or Sam's Club, you know, Casco, you know, or whatever equivalent you have out in the UK. So you open up the door and you see these huge shelves that have so much stuff piled up on them, going up and up and up, that stretch up about 15 meters high. These shelves are extremely long. There's tons of crates inside them and whatnot. There's clearly a sniper up on one of them that took a shot down at the doorway as soon as the doorway opened up. You don't see anybody else amongst the maze of shelves and whatnot that you're in right now, but you can clearly tell that at least one person was ready. It wouldn't be surprising if others were ready as well. That shot went off. You saw the flare as it went off, like you saw like the little fireball that happens when you take a shot. Could you do me a favor and roll me a perception to see exactly where that target is? You get a +2 to this. You actually do see the target. The target is about 80 meters away from you, including the 15 meters up.
That's in range. Yeah. So there's like cover right inside the door, or do I have to run for a bit for that?
You're gonna have to move into some. There's very little cover in this front doorway because of the fact that they're up on the shelf, just aimed right down. That whole front area is open. You know, there's like the yellow line on the ground that says like, you know, more or less, once you pass by this area, you're inside the work zone and da 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 da.
Can I shoot then move?
Absolutely, of course.
So, Krax, you know, slab blaster again. Whip that out, aim at this guy, and take that shot.
Okay.
14.
Against a typical soldier, a 14 is a hit, but when they're lying prone, you get a -2 or they get a +2, so their AC, however it works out, it is a miss.
Fuck you, I hit anyways.
Oh.
That's okay.
So, just gonna roll that damage.
Oh,
34 damage.
Oh, God.
that was a really good roll.
Oh wow.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Go ahead, Frank. You can describe that. Oh, fuck.
You know, so Krax, he gets shot. He like looks down at the steaming area where the bullet fell and hit the shield, and just like looks up, just points the gun. It clicks once, which was obviously the failed one. Then he just like, and then fires again, and the ball just this wonderful bear balling just goes through the sky's scope. You know, it just shatters his rifle. It's not the bear, the ball that kills him. It's all the other shit that goes into his face that kills him.
Yeah, that and the fall immediately afterwards. Jesus. Oh. Oh, God. What is that? I think it's every 3 meters you take an additional D6, so you can drop like another like 5d6 on that. Doesn't matter, but you know, so to the ground afterwards. Well, that danger is gone.
And
Immediately
now
after,
Krax is gonna go in.
he's gonna go rushing in to take cover. What just like straight forward. So in case he was still alive, he wouldn't be able to get a shot on you because of stuff being in the way. Or imagine this is a maze of a whole bunch of different. So we've all seen what say the warehouse looks like at the end of Indiana Jones, except for maybe Aaron who doesn't watch movies. So we get a huge warehouse with crates stacked up high.
Yeah, he's going to the first place with cover.
Absolutely, kind of runs.
He's expecting like people behind each and every one of these little alleys.
Yep. So he's running up to one of those crated areas and taking cover right there. Awesome. After him is going to be your character, Rick. What do you do?
I go off pretty much on the same path, but slightly to the side so that we're not in like grenade range.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just shoot like the nearest guy that I can see.
Nobody else is in sight right now. They all seem to be hidden.
I will hold action for when I see someone then. That's a thing.
Okay. Awesome. And so instead of double moving, you hold an action. Next is going to be Peoples. Roll me perception, all three of you. Winnie, you get a -3 because you haven't moved up yet.
Yep.
Perception -3?
Perception is wisdom, -3, yep.
Okay.
No, you don't get -3. You get regular.
Okay, well, I
I
got
get
3.
-3.
You cursed me. Oh, Winnie gets. Sorry.
I
I'm
get-
deaf and dumb.
Yeah. So none of you guys seem to notice any of the humans or anything moving about or whatnot. You all rolled very poorly. Immediately after that is going to be Winnie's turn. Winnie, what do you do?
I am going to sneakily move up.
Okay.
You want me to roll? Stealth check?
Yeah, why don't you, please? And it's dexterity stealth.
I was going to make a comment of why would it be anything else, but then I just remembered the last conversation we had about this.
So you you go sneaking up as quietly as you can. Try to stay low. Try to stick to like where the bigger crates are. So even if there is somebody in there watching, they're not going to be able to see you or hear you with the lightness of your step. So you go and make your way, not quite to where the other two are, and spending your whole turn moving, but getting to somewhere where you think that it's nice and safe. Krax, it's your turn. You start like moving up and moving out to another alleyway.
Yeah, he's like moving one alleyway up at a time, just waiting for people to pop out.
Sure. So you're gonna like kind of like use the latter half of your turn like for like perceiving. Okay.
Unless someone pops out, and if someone pops out, he's going to take cover and then shoot.
Of course. So you go to do that, and so you're gonna move up and try to take cover or whatever it is, and see if anyone appears. Roll me your perception check. You get normal, of course. Okay. So you hear like nearby some sort of machine is running. You're not sure what it is, but you definitely hear some sort of machine running nearby.
It's a fucking mech.
Nearby. It actually sounds like it might be on the other side of the wall that you're up against right now of crates and everything.
Okay, it's obviously a machine. Krax has probably been hit with a forklift before. I'm just gonna say that now. You know, in boarding actions, it's probably like the only defense someone had, and he got hit by it. He's gonna, take the per usual the readied popper, and just, roll it kind of where the sound's coming from. In the next alley, wherever.
So instead of like holding his turn, he's like, I hear a machine over there. I'm just gonna take this and
He's gonna throw this
and just
over there.
roll it underneath to then go over where he believes the sound's coming from. You're gonna roll me an exert dexterity. Exert dexterity check. You're gonna take a -2 because you're rolling it blind. You're doing it by ear.
Totally by ear. Yep, I almost did +2. -2.
Okay. So you roll underneath there. Hopefully it's within the range. If not, it's going to be half damage sort of a thing. Roll me a d4 to see when it goes off. Okay. So first, so it's not going off immediately. It's now your turn. Rick, what do? You actually probably see Krax move up a little bit and then pull something out, and he does something. You can't quite see what it is, but he does something.
I can probably tell that it's a grenade, so I'm not gonna go near that. I'm gonna go.
I said you can't tell.
I'm not gonna take risks with a Krogan. I know what they're like.
I mean, to
gonna
be
move.
fair, he's taking something out that's ball-shaped and rolling.
But he
it.
can't see your arm. He
Probably
just sees you
grenade.
doing something. You know what I mean? He can't see all the details. There are crates, guys. There are crates. Go ahead, for Rick.
But the camera's like behind you and tilted up a bit.
Come on. Come on. FPS.
I get a little text thing in like the left corner. It's like Cracks used grenade ability. No, I go to another end of the another point of like the crates.
Yep. So kind of going up to the same shelf as Cracks is, but the other side of it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely. Okay. And then once again, you're holding your turn like you did before?
Yes.
Okay. All of a sudden, somebody comes popping out from around a cover from where they are to come running at where your character is there, Rick. Comes running out to take a shot at your character. Now, you would prepare to turn, as you kept saying, so you can actually attack him before he gets to attack you as he comes running down trying to shoot at you.
Okay, let's double check that everything's set up correctly. It is.
That's
Okay.
a hit. Takes out shield and hits the person for damage. Does not finish them off though. They're gonna get an attack roll against you. Making sure I'm not giving myself any bonuses here. I am not attacking you, sir.
Ooh, that's a 20.
No. Sorry, no. I do have that ability.
Why is it? Why poor Rick? Poor Rick. I'm like, hey Rick, how you doing? He's like,
Dead again.
oh god. Okay, you're saying the attack misses you, right?
Yeah.
What would the damage have been?
I mean, only 11.
Times two.
Times
That
two.
ain't so
Only
bad.
22.
Oh god.
You
Rick.
can take that.
So the attack misses you. So you know, and it's one of those things that as the attack hits you, you take your shot at the guy with your pistol. You take the shot at the guy, and you go to throw your shield up because he didn't drop. But instead, you're like, no, and you like jump backwards right behind a crate that happens to be made out of some heavy metals. And luckily, that crate takes the shot from the gun, and you are safe. You are good to go. You do not drop from it. Thank the Christ. So
Nice, man.
oh Christ, that always happens to you. Immediately before Winnie's turn happens, Frank, your grenade goes off. Roll 5d6 for me.
Hooray!
So it's 11, but it's divided by 2 because of the fact that you did not hit it a direct hit. They were on like the periphery of the explosion. So the shield popper goes off. However, Frank is not an idiot. He's actually perfectly guessed exactly what I was going to say. It is a person on a forklift. It is immediately on the other side of the thing. And what they're doing with the forklift is they're actually shoving a crate from above his head to drop a crate on his head. Cracks, make me an evasion save. He called me out perfectly. I was like, you.
That's pretty
It's a
funny.
program they cannot look up.
Frank has really good game sense.
Physical or evasion?
Evasion save, sir.
Okay.
Physical if you can't jump. Krog, you can't look up, but their stubby little legs can get them out of the way. So Cracks like hears the scraping up above, hears like the and like, oh shit. And like stomp, jumps out of the way.
You're going to drop something on top of me. I thought it was going to be when I'm running to the next area, this forklift or whatever is going to ram into me.
Doesn't matter. You got it good enough, sir. You got it good enough. So the crate smashes to the ground, doesn't do any damage to you because of the fact that you happen to be out of the way. There's a whole bunch of supplies and whatnot spill everywhere as the crate smashes to the ground. It was a metal crate, but it was such a heavy hit because of how heavy it was. It actually cracked open, right? Luckily, it missed you. You are safely out of the way. And roll me a perception check. Everybody, but hold on. Winnie normal, the other two with a -3 because you're engaged in something.
Yep. This is where I get a 0. There's something in my eyes. Splinters. You have 2.
It's a theme. I never do well on perception.
Oh, well, there you go. Winnie, you, of course, just notice what they're going through. You don't notice any other dangers inside here. Okay?
Gonna go.
You are able to hear combat. You heard that loud smash happen on the ground, Entourage. You heard the loud smash happen on the ground, coming from like through the wall and everything. You know that there's something going on in there. Are you concerned to join them, or are you just going to keep trying to like muscle
Do I
away
see
forward?
a little alert ping? No, I keep on shuffling.
Perfect. Thank you. So Cracks, sorry, Winnie, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to move forward, again, being cautious and sneaky.
You're not going to engage either ones that they're dealing with. You're just going to try to, like, in case something else pops out.
I will shoot the one that the human is dealing with. That.
Oh, come on, I'm not. It's
I'm
just
not
because he
okay.
fucking critted.
You just got out of the hospital. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Do you want to use your sniper rifle, which has limited shots, or do you want to, like, pull out a pistol and do it like that?
Pull out a pistol.
Okay. Oof, you hit, roll your damage. Well, they didn't have any shields, since he already hurt some of their health. 1 point, granted, but... So you pull out your pistol, you hit the guy, throws him off of his feet, he's down. You helped out the human character. And of course, you were trying... You continue moving up to a place where you feel like you have cover. Do you go by, like, try to stay up closer to the human? You more or less let the human know, like, you're there to back him up, and, like, him kind of, like, move forward, so you guys are moving up, like, this sort of a thing? Or...
No, I'm not that concerned about the human as much.
You hang back in your own direction. You just did a cross shot to help him
Yeah,
out.
I just crashed it to help him, and I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Absolutely. Perfect. It's now your turn, Cracks. You're on the ground. You get up no problem. From the dive, you push yourself up no problem. You can actually see the thing now because it started moving some crates and moving around or whatever. You can see that there is a human driving a forklift. The human looks to just be a person, like a civilian. Well, nobody's a civilian here, but, you know, a non-soldier here moving the forklift, not wearing armor or anything.
A non-combatant.
Well, except they're combatant, right?
Yeah, terror.
Moving the forklift, and the forklift itself is made out of some pretty heavy metals and whatnot. You can imagine the thing is like a huge tank and very hard to pierce. However, there are no
Open or
doors on
closed
either
tab.
side. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Krax is going to run up to it and trying to pull the guy out. Or, you know, beat the shit out of the guy.
So you want to run
Yeah.
up and climb up the thing to like grab and pull the guy out because it's bigger. So you want to more. It's not like a huge
Okay, well,
climb, it's a couple
it's
steps.
Well, let's see, because... Well, how tall is the thing?
The thing at its full height is standing at about 8.5 feet tall, but the cab
Krax
is in
is
the
up.
higher end because it's like tractor feet. It would be an exert strength check to get up to it.
But Krax is 7 foot tall.
Krax is 7 foot tall. You don't need to make an exert strength check.
Yeah, no, Krax is gonna, like, run over to the thing and just, like, dinosaur arm grab the guy and just, like, start punching him.
It's a melee check, sir. Melee strength.
Melee. Strength. No modifier.
So you go over to the guy. You like as you say, kind of because you got T-Rex arms. So you kind of go up there and you grab his foot. The first time you try to grab his foot, he moves it. But then you grab his ankle and you pull him down. And then you grab him like by his leg, pull him, grab him by like his chest. You get him by like his leg and his chest. And you'll hold him over and like you body slam him to the ground. And you go down and you like drop yourself onto him, like using your full weight and everything. And you ain't a light person there, Cracks. And you like crush into him. And then just like one more head slam, your forehead to his. I mean, the impact of your forehead to his was exaggerated by the metal ground behind him. So like your head pushed into his head, which hit the ground, but your head kept going and his head had nowhere to go. He is done. He is done. Perfect. That's Cracks' whole turn. You can stand up after that, but that's your whole turn. Before
Poor
your
guy.
turn though, James, before your turn, what you see is you actually see another person kind of pop out from cover and start running over towards Cracks to go attack him as he's getting up off of the ground.
All right, I shoot him. 'Cause I don't like that.
Okay, so it's not your
Probing is
turn yet,
useful.
it's his turn, but you're able to do that. So this is actually an ability called a snapshot that exists in the game. It's like if you haven't used your main action on your turn yet, you can choose to use it during another turn and just make it an attack to somebody that's within normal range, but you take a small penalty to the attack. Go ahead.
Only like a -4, right?
It's I think it's a -4 to the attack roll, correct, sir? Okay, it's a hit with their armor. It's a consistent hit, so you hit.
There we go.
12 points damage. So you don't actually take the guy out, but you completely remove his shields. No shields left on the person. and you take him out. It's now your turn. You've already used your main action, but you still have your move, and on turns and stuff.
I'm gonna move up to the guy that was dropped by Winnie earlier. Can I? I don't think I can pick up the assault rifle right now, can I?
Yeah, if you move up to it, you can pick up the assault rifle, or at least holster your pistol.
I'll just hold then.
Yeah.
Because I want to try and like sling it on my back as I go.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay, so you kind of go up to the guy and just more or less like get yourself positioned so you can put your pistol away, grab the assault rifle, and use it.
Yeah,
next
make sure
turn.
to grab cover, that sort of thing.
Exactly. You also have the shield in front of you too, so you have your
Yeah.
big glowy shield. Awesome. It's now the bad guys. So that person does get through to go attack Cracks. Oh no, wrong person. Making an assault rifle check at Cracks. Cracks, have you gone 2 rounds without taking an attack? You did. You're actually healed 2 shields, just so you know. But now I'm attacking you.
I mean, they're probably gonna lose those shields now.
It's a horrible
Nope, you rolled
miss.
a 3. Never mind.
It's a horrible miss. All right, but another
No,
human.
I take all the crits. It's fine.
Another human actually pops out from behind cover and attacks Cracks as well.
God damn it! They're coming out of the woodworks, guys.
That's a miss, isn't it?
Yep.
Ugh. All right, now it's after that it's going to be Winnie's turn.
I mean, Winnie just walked away.
Well then.
Well,
Bye.
bye, Aaron.
I imagine she's going to line up her shot and try to attack. Her food probably just went off. Imagine she would line up her shot and try to like move up because she hears the firing going off and take an attack at one of the 2 guys that attacks Cracks. You, Ollie, do you think that she would attack the one that was already hit by Rick's character or the other one, the new one?
Let's go with the new one.
All right, so Winnie.
It's probably the other way around, but I'm
Oh,
gonna.
She's
I'm
got
gonna
a
mix it up.
pizza.
Oh, good. So it is waiting for it. Waiting for it. It is Winnie's turn
Hey,
attacking
she's-
either the one that Rick has already attacked or the one
She's
that
also
hasn't
muted.
attacked yet.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I'm attacking?
Yep. Which one? The one that Rick already shot or the one that hasn't been shot yet?
Hasn't been shot. Sniper rifle.
Good call, Ollie. And roll your damage. Shield's completely gone. Person taken out. So takes out the sniper rifle, lines up the shot from across the way, the one that just popped out and tried to shoot at Cracks and missed, and just takes a bullet in the head and drops. Okay, that's Winnie's turn, and then you move up again. Cracks, it's your turn. 2 guys ran at you, firing at you. One of them, his shields got blown down, and the other one got his head blown off.
The one who got his shields blown down, that's still alive.
Yep.
Christ, he's going the battering ram.
So,
I
don't
like
forget
to
+2
imagine
to
he's
your
still
attack.
like carrying the other guy's body.
I'll beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Damn it.
He's got the strength to pull it off as well.
11.
And as you go running at the guy, you literally grab. You're running at the guy holding the other person. You're running at him. You hit him with your forehead, like your top of your head, to knock him back a couple steps. And you just pick up the other body with your T-Rex size, like ah, and just like crush him. You hit him with the other person, throwing him to the ground, crushing him with the other guy. The force of the blow, if it doesn't kill him, at least knocks him unconscious. And then you go over and just like a big stomp on his chest or head, and it just ends him. He is all gone. This area is now clear. You guys are quickly able to check around. The whole storage room is clear, allowing you to continue moving forward to the next area that you're supposed to go to, which is the manufacturing area.
Right. I make sure to check the bodies for grenades and like other useful consumables, and I make sure to grab that assault rifle.
Okay,
That looks kind of fancy.
you grab up the assault rifle. As you know, because we talked about this before, off stream, your assault rifle cannot be used at the same time that the shield is out. You have to put the shield away to do that. So you throw the assault rifle on your back as you had said you were going to. Each one of those combatants that were actual combatants had a grenade. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 grenades you guys are able to find. Okay, so distribute those amongst yourselves as you see fit. And you're able to move forward to the next area, the engineering area. Now, Ollie didn't engage in that combat, so Ollie, could you roll me a dexterity exert check 3 times, please? 2 successes means you get there around the same time they do, and you have a vent you can see through. That's not a success.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah.
What do you expect? You forget Entourage is terrible. She's the worst. He's always been terrible.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. That's why we have a new attribute rolling system for the next campaign. So, you shimmy up as much as you can, try to get as close as you can. By the time I'm describing they're going into the next chamber, you're gonna be like right behind. So, you guys finish out this room. Do you do anything else inside here? Like, please, the camera's on you.
I would love to look around for any armor, that sort of thing, but
There be corpses. The guy that you got a clean shot in the head, you can peel off the rest of his armor and throw it on yourself, and you'll be able to wear their armor without having to worry about the helmet, you know, because you just grab a helmet off another one.
yeah, I would definitely suggest that to the others. Be like, you know, I could do with that suit, if you have a minute.
I mean, I would probably check to make sure Cracks is okay.
I mean,
some point?
you know.
Also, Scott, a question. Omnigel, does it do anything against diseases? Like, illness?
Omnigel against his Metagel
Or
does.
Metagel.
Metagel, yeah.
So okay, Metagel, yeah, okay, cool. Because I had that, and it's like, if it wasn't useful for that, it probably wouldn't be good for me anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dead.
So probably when Winnie comes to check on Cracks, he's like flipping over the forklift.
Just making sure it can't move
Just
again.
making sure it can't take vengeance against him.
So
Or
they
get
actually
PTSD.
take so long, Ollie, with their getting the armor on and all that stuff, whatever. It actually gives you a slight modifier to the rolls that you made, meaning that you're actually going to be able to line up your timing to get there, which is nice. It actually helps you out. So you get your armor on, so you're actually now wearing Cerberus armor. The human in Cerberus
Like a
armor, armed, traveling with them. I'm sure that makes them feel wonderful.
It's a moral victory. Anyway, what kind of armor is this? Is this light? Is this medium?
This is basic armor, so 10 shields.
Basic.
Basic.
Right, okay.
Yep, basic armor tier 1. So you have 10 shields on it. So you guys make your way through this area. I found the stuff that you can... I mean, a lot of this stuff is just supplies and things like that. Like, sure, could you find Metagel? Absolutely, but it would also take time throughout here. Could you find stored weapons? Absolutely, but it would take time searching through here. And you don't intend to spend that time right now. So you go pushing through the this area here. It's actually a very nub of a hallway that leads between this room and the next room. Cracks, I imagine you're the one that opens the door, and what method do you use to open the door between here and there?
Okay, well, he got shot the last time he opened the door. This would have been 2 times in a row if he didn't have the body in the first place. So he has a good track record with using a body as a shield.
Okay, so you do exactly that. You open the next door using the body as a shield. When you open the next room, there is not a single person inside of it. The entire thing is a manufacturing facility, but the manufacturing, for the most part, does not have like people that actually build things. They do like little bits of tinkering and whatnot here and there, but most of the manufacturing happens by machines that build stuff for them and do fabricating and whatnot, right? So you guys go in, you see a fabrication machine shop, right? Some of the machines are still kind of like moving, but like slow, like, you know, like an arm kind of like moving along its bay overhead, along its like track overhead, then reaching down and doing like a little to whatever it's working on. But for the most part, all of the machinery is shut off, and for the most part, and there's nobody inside here whatsoever that you can see.
Okay, just gonna walk in carrying the body and the assault rifle in the other hand.
Yep. And you are actually strong enough that I don't have to be like, this is too difficult, you can't do that. Just like you actually are strong enough to hold a minigun or a railgun. You actually can handle that, whereas most people could not. So you go walking in, doing exactly that. As you guys walk into the room one at a time, roll me a perception check.
Any negatives?
No, Ollie can roll a perception check. Everybody's wisdom. Everybody.
Yay!
Except for those double ones. I got a 6.
Actually, Ollie got
I got a 5.
Ollie, you got a 6. With your 6, you're actually able to see, because that's all you needed to succeed. You actually see they're coming into the room through the grate. You see them coming through the doorway. You actually saw as a third person came through. You're like looking through the grate, and you're like, oh, they're in there now. Crack's got a corpse. That's funny. So you do see that amongst them is a Cerberus soldier, but you're not an idiot. You see the shield and the gun.
Yeah.
You know, Like, you're not an idiot. So, you see them inside that facility. You, however, Rick, when you go looking around, what you see inside here, this facility and everything, you're more familiar with human technology, so on and so forth. You can see that the stuff that they're fabricating here, there's an assortment of different things that the machines are creating. You're not a mechanic. There's so many different things that machines are creating. However, it is very obvious that over in that corner over there, there is a stockpile of drones that are just like standing there, of like, you know, combat bots that are standing over there, deactivated at the moment. It's one of those things that kind of like pulls your eyes to the corner. You're like, that looks like a half dozen combat bots.
I look up at the Krogans like, big guy, do you have any explosives?
Yes.
He just points with his pistol like, over there's half a dozen combat drones.
Oh, he just
They're
takes
not
the,
on at the moment.
The topper and just like tosses it over there.
So as you go to grab the grenade, you don't toss it over there yet. As you
Oh.
literally go to grab it and you're holding it in your hands, all of a sudden you see in a holo display appear in the middle of the floor, and there is a human holographic woman in front of you. It's one of those because of course it's a VI, it's fake. She looks like an absolutely stunning woman. She has brown hair, green eyes, slightly fuzzy because it's newer technology for humans. Wearing a tight-fitted Cerberus uniform, and she's standing there and she says, "Excuse me, I would appreciate it if you didn't use any explosives in this facility."
I mean, this isn't really an explosive. It's a miniature EMP, and he just goes on with like all the specs.
Yeah, and so after she actually allows you to speak, and she's like, "I'm familiar with what it is. That would be damaging to the expensive equipment in this facility if you could please not use explosives."
There's a rap on the grate, like, don't let cracks talk to the virtual intelligence. Just like
Voice cracks.
semi-yelled from the pipe.
Something that she actually could have just mind-linked to it, but never got to meld with Winnie.
Yeah, exactly. We were saying that earlier. I'm fairly sure you told me I couldn't meld with Winnie, so...
Do you need physical contact, or do you need range?
Who knows, right? There's
What's
no
your-
details
Yeah,
about
it's not
anything.
really
There are details under the melding rules. Do you have?
Now I need range, but I didn't know if that... Because the standard rules in Universe are always touch, but I have range because of special stuff, so...
So you
who
were
knows if
able.
that would've
So you
helped.
would have been able to meld with Winnie because of that.
Oh,
Because you didn't have to touch her.
Aw.
You know what I mean?
maybe
You
we'll
have to.
have
She was never even
a
offered.
celebration meld.
The reason that we're
It
all
just
not
killed
murdered
some
is
civilians. So
Oh, you missed your
I think
opportunity.
he's
She's
good
offended
for
now.
right now. Gonna have to sleep on the couch.
Yep.
All right. So, anyways, you
Dude.
you say that to crack. You say that kind of like ding ding ding, like.
2 Winnie, 4 cracks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, so I give cracks like the signal to like move on.
like,
Grab
it.
throw the thing
grab
or
it up.
just keep walking.
Throw the thing, then they keep walking.
Okay. It's like,
Both.
all right, well, sorry. And he just like throws it.
So as he throws it, a turret pops out of the wall really quickly and makes an attack at the grenade to try to stop it from being able to get by. Give me 1 second as I make that attack. It's technically an evasion save for the thing to be able to do this. Unfortunately, it did not do it. It goes and blasted the thing, but its auto targeting wasn't good enough. Krax is really fucking strong, despite his T-Rex arms, and it actually threw it really fast. So it actually got over there quicker than the thing could target the trajectory, and misses the shot. And the popper goes over there. You can roll your 5d6.
Poof, go to combat droids.
I mean, they're like EMP, so they might not break them forever.
I know, it's you know.
Could you roll me a d4?
3.
Okay,
That bounced
so
all over the place.
Yeah, it did. It was all over the map. So you do your 15 damage, but it's gonna take a couple moments. So he throws the grenade, and as he throws the grenade, that gun, which is now out, is immediately gonna turn at Krax and start firing at Krax.
Yep.
I keep hitting Krax despite his insanely high AC. But his shields have already recharged at this point. But that still makes me happy.
I still have the.
I rolled that
bodies
twice
too.
by accident. First one, not the second one. 9 points of your shields are gone, and we're gonna just hold on to the initiative from last time. So Cracks went. We're gonna have Robot go there. We're gonna allow you to go next, Rick. As that thing popped out, 3 other turrets popped out as well.
Yikes. I'm gonna stick to shield, shield and pistol for now. I'm gonna try to find a good spot that most turrets won't be able to shoot me.
Okay. You know, make your way over to cover or whatever it is, and you have your shield in front of you. Do you want to attack as well?
Yeah. I'll try to, like, pop one of the... we'll go for the turrets that's shot already. Why not?
Sure, absolutely.
$17 and a 22.
Okay, you hit it. Roll your damage.
Ooh.
Destroy one of those turrets. Just
Cool.
it's gone. After your turn is going to be the other 2 turrets. One of the turrets is now going to attack Cracks, and one of them is going to attack you, Rick, because of the you more or less pulled aggro on it. So Cracks, you first. Terrible, terrible, terrible miss. You next, sir.
Natural 20.
That's actually a miss, isn't it?
That is a miss.
Yeah. So it goes, it tries to hit you, and it's one of those things where you just get the shield up just in time. That it hits the shield and ricochets off the shield, it has its mass reduced enough on the shield that it becomes harmless as it gets through and tings off your armor. Now it's Winnie's turn.
Yep. Can I try to disable these things? Yep.
As a hack check,
Which is a
intelligence decryption.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're actually able to bust through the firewalls of one of them, and you're not able to like just shut them down or whatever, but you're able to bust through the firewalls of one of them, and you can deal to it 1d6 damage.
Cool.
Because more or less you're adding strain to it is kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And after Winnie's turn, of course, you take cover as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be back to Cracks. Cracks, sir, there's 3 turrets left.
How close proximity are they to each other?
Spread out across the room.
Damn. I was really hoping one popper grenade would have
It's kind of like 4
done it.
corners. Oh, and also your popper grenade went off, and those droids, which are just barely starting to power up, all power down. They ain't joining combat.
So,
Ollie, did you want to do anything from the grate, or are you just going to be like, they got this and keep moving?
They're fine.
Okay.
They should be able to handle 3 turrets.
To the VI, Cracks is gonna be like, hey, stop it. We're gonna have to break more stuff if you do this. And meanwhile, he's, raising his assault rifle at one of the other things, and he's gonna take a burst shot.
Sure.
Do burst shots use 2 or 3 ammo?
Uses 3 ammo. It's going to feel
Okay.
more taxing next campaign when the appropriate amount of ammo is on each weapon. So you hit.
And plus 2 damage to this.
You destroy one of those turrets. Awesome. Gorgeous. That's going to leave it to, there's 2 turrets remaining. Did somebody shoot the turret that already shot? You did, didn't you?
I shot the turret that shot initially.
Okay, cool. That one's gone.
And
That
then
means
killed it.
that means it's your turn. There's 2 turrets left. No,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
2
shoot
turrets
one of
left.
them.
One of them's injured.
I'll go for the injured one.
Okay.
Just finish it off
You
quickly.
just see sparks coming off of it all of a sudden. That's actually a miss. Yeah, unless you're using a hero point, a party pool of luck. But I don't think you care to, do you?
No.
Okay. It's the 2 turrets' turns. One's going to attack at you, Rick. No, sorry, Frank. And one's actually going to attack at Winnie. God damn it, Frank. Winnie
Is
now.
it possible for Cracks to dive in front of Winnie?
No.
Aw.
But it's okay because Winnie took cover, so she's good. The attack misses anyways. Winnie, it's
Just
your
he's,
turn. Do you want to do the same
terrified.
thing?
Yeah.
Winnie is like his little sister at this point.
It's
D6.
adorable.
Everyone likes Winnie.
Yeah, exactly. She's the only good person on the crew.
Aaron, D6.
D6.
We'll take offense, but it's totally true.
Okay, unfortunately, the thing is still up. It hasn't completely gotten shut down yet, but it's really, really on the fritz. Taking penalties to its shots and whatnot. Cracks, your turn. 2 are still up. Make your attack roll. One's messed up, one's not.
He's gonna go for the one that's not messed up with another burst shot. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, ammo.
You hit.
And
imagine
plus 2 to damage.
You destroy that. Awesome. There's that injured one. Make your shot for me, sir. And I'm sure this is going to shore it up right here for us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like drop my pistol, drop the shield temporarily, grab the assault rifle, and burst it.
Okay. So drop in the shield because of on-turn actions, more or less, you disable the shield and literally drop the pistol on the ground for the second, and then.
Yeah, I now have my rifle on a hard point.
Yep.
So... And then +2 for a burst.
Okay. You hit it, and you don't even have to worry about damage, but have fun if you want to. You destroy it.
Oh yeah.
+2 more on top of that.
That's 17.
Yeah, but it had 2 health left, so you destroy it. So all those things are shut down, and Cracks had already thrown the popper and stopped those things. That ends the whole manufacturing bay. There's nothing in here to really be concerned about. I imagine you guys spend a little bit of time kind of like navigating through the area and trying to see if there's anything of value or of significance that you can kind of like grab and use. There is not. Nothing here is something that you're going to be able to use right now. However, I still want you to roll me a check to kind of like investigate the area. For this, it's going to be an electronics intelligence check.
All of us?
Correct. Yeah, because I imagine you're all looking around. I'm applying a higher DC for the fact that you're doing it quickly as opposed to investigating for a long period of time.
I got that 4.
Nothing really jumps out of significance to any of you guys. I was saying, like I said, the DC higher because it was like a walkthrough as opposed to a search through. Nothing really pops out for you guys to see of significance. All right, so the next area that you're going to go to is actually the area that you needed to get to. So we're going to take our final break and come back and see what happens as we actually enter the final area of the base as you guys are just storming through it, hoping that the Krogan are doing okay. So we'll see you in a couple minutes.
If
It's
they
5
die, we don't have to
Krogans,
pay
like
them.
6.
All right, see you in a couple moments.